Hello everyone. Welcome to your favorite channel, that is DIY Ncert. So, let's just start our today's topic, that is the Kingdom Protista. In previous video, we have just done with the Kingdom Monera. So, I hope you have watched that video. If not, then go through that. I will share that link, and please go to that link, go to that video. So, yeah, let's just start our today's video. So that is Kingdom Protista. Before going into the topic, let us revise the Whittaker's 5 kingdom classification. I hope you all must be remember. You all must have remember that, isn't it? If not, so yeah, let's just do that. So what was the first? I have just mentioned that was Kingdom Monera, isn't it? And what was the second was, which we are going to do today, that is Kingdom Protesta. Yes, and third was the Kingdom Fungi, and the fourth was the Kingdom Planting, yeah, Kingdom Animalia. Right, so that was all. Yeah, that was all the 5 kingdom classification. So, so students, as I have done this, like the what to say, screenshot of the from the NCERT. So as you can see here, we just go through that. This group includes many kinds of unicellular eukaryotic organisms. Eukaryotic organisms. So we'll mention this. We'll keep this in mind that Kingdom Protista includes eukaryotic organisms. Now some of these organisms use appendages. I have already highlighted that use appendages. They have something special to move, isn't it? Now, such a hair like cilia and white like flagella for moving around. Cilia and something flagella. Now, their mode of nutrition can be autotrophic or heterotrophic. So, if we talk about second thing, first we have done with the appendages, movement, and the second one is nutrition. They are both autotrophic and heterotrophic. Examples are unicellular algae, diatoms, and protozoans. I hope by just reading you didn't get a single thing in your mind, isn't it? So let's just move into the video, move further. So just elaborate with this boring paragraph. So not just make this boring paragraph. So yeah, so as you can see, these are the examples, that is euglena, amoeba, right, paramecium. So these were the examples of the kingdom Protista. As you can see, their structures, and also we have just right now we have just studied that they have something to move, that we call that this is the flagella and these small structures. These are the cilias, right? So yeah. The kingdom Protista, slime mold, amoeba, euglena, dinoflagellate, perimecium diatoms, macroalga are some of these examples of the kingdom Protista. So now, yeah. So he was the man who did this, who think about this kingdom Protista, that who was he? The R.Hwhittaker. He did the separate classification for the kingdom Protista. He observed that neither they have the single like multicellular organisms. Neither they are multicellular organisms. They are single cell but eukaryotic, isn't it? A single cell is enough to do all the functions like multicellular organisms. So Ernest Haeckel had given the specific kingdom, that is kingdom Protista, by just knowing their features. So yeah, okay. So we'll talk about that, what we have just did, that they have in this paragraph we have did that they have, like, what where we could find them. So I'll tell you. As you can see in this picture, you can see a lot many habitats, isn't it? I can say the snow animals also are there. The forest animals are there, right? The some birds are there, and some water animals are also there. So we can say different habitats here, isn't it? We can see that different habitats are there. So by this picture, I can tell you, like you can also guess here, is that the kingdom Protista is having a huge, you can say huge habitats. They can live huge, like they can find everywhere. Habitat and mode of nutrition. So yeah, so kingdom Protista is basically mainly can find in the water bodies. Okay, mainly can find in water bodies, in moist environment, and if I tell you that they also can be sometimes parasitic and can be found in the human body. And now the nutrition, as you can see in this picture, that okay, wait, let me change the color of the pen. Yeah, as you can see here, that is this is autotrophic, so you can see that some light is coming, right? So yeah, in presence of light, this euglena, what is doing is it is performing the autotrophic mode of nutrition, and in absence of light, you can see there is no light, so it is performing the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. As I told you, kingdom protista perform both autotrophic and heterotrophic mode of nutrition, right? Yeah. So as we have done with the habitats that they can be found in the water bodies, rivers, oceans, brackish water, right? And sometimes in human body. And now, if I talk about the nutrition, so both autotrophic and heterotrophic. Now let's come on the another thing, that is the reproduction, isn't it? So we can say that reproduction and locomotion in kingdom protista. If I talk about the kingdom, like if I talk about the kingdom protistas, the mode of nutrition, and this could be sexual and asexual both. They can perform both sexual and asexual. Means they're versatile, isn't it? Yeah. And if I talk about the movement through which part they move, that we have just discussed, that was the cilia and flagella. As you can see in this picture also, that they can move with this small movement body that we call cilia, and this single tail-like structure we call as scatula. So yeah, this was all about the Kingdom Protista. I hope you understood that how easy the Kingdom Protista is, and it is not complex to understand. So yeah, this was all about the second kingdom of R.Hwhittaker. Yes. So thank you everyone. Till then, take care. We'll meet in the next video. Ta-da.